Hi, I am Markéta Vajdíková and I am a student of Adapted Physical Activities. The article is Gender Differences in the Rates of Exposure to Stressful Life Events and Sensitivity to Their Depressogenic Effects. Kendler, Prescott and Thorton. The objective of this research is to detect gender differ of the prevalence in their rates of exposure to stressful life events and to reveal the sensitivity of these events. Previous studies have shown that women are at a higher risk for origin of the MDD from all the stressful life events. Examples of articles are Bruce or Nesbo. Hypothesis. First, whether men and women differ in their rates of exposure to stressful life events. Second, whether men and women in their vulnerability to the depressogenic effects of these events. And third, how do these exposure to stressful life events affect the rates of MDD per gender? The twin pairs came from the two interrelated projects that used the population based in Virginia Twin Registry. 3 types of twin pairs: female pairs, male pairs, and mixed pairs. Male and mixed pairs were from the Kendler's research from 1999, which have two waves. All participants were either interviewed by telephone or face-to-face. Interviews were focused on occurrence 18 personal and social network classes of stressful life events were assessed. First, they examined whether there was a gender difference in reporting life events. For same-sex pairs, logistic regression was used to analyze the prediction of the stressful life events from gender. The opposite sex pairs, a conditional logistic regression was used. For mixed pairs. They're corrected for the non-independence of the data. Sex was employed as the dependent measure and stressful life events as independent measure. Second, they examined whether depressive onset occurrence more frequently in one sex than other in relation to particular life events. In same-sex pairs, logistic regression was used to analyze data to predict depressive onset from the stressful life events. Moreover, interaction between sex and stressful life events was assessed. In this table, we can see gender and the frequency of stressful life events. We have two columns, same-sex pairs and opposite-sex pairs. Stressful life events for men are in blue and for women are in red. For men are divorce or separation, financial problems, legal problems, and work problems. For women are housing problem, illness, loss of confidence. In proximal network classes are problems getting along with crisis. In distal network classes is illness. In this slide, we can see gender and sensitivity to the depressogenic effect of stressful life events. In men, we can see two situations in the test sample, namely divorce or separation and work problems. This was replicated in opposite sex sample. In women, we can see in the proximal network events, death and problems getting along with. This was replicated in opposite sex sample. In these 3 columns, we can see a summary of gender and sensitivity in the depressogenic effects of stressful life events. For men, these were job loss, work problems, or robbery. For women, these were loss of confidence or housing problems. 6 stressful life events were observed to have no differences in occurrence rates between the genders. Not all the findings in the same-sex pairs were replicated in the opposite sex sample. In the present research, stressful life events prevalent in men were job loss, robbery, or work problems. In women, these were housing problems or loss of confidence. Thus, women reported more interpersonal, whereas men reported more legal and work-related stressful life events. Both genders' risk of MDD were affected similarly by most life event categories. Further, the findings indicate that the greater prevalence of major depression in women versus men is due neither no differences in the rates of reported stressful life events nor to differential sensitivity to their pathogenic effects. Lastly, there are several limitations, including the demographic data of the sample, the mode of the data collection, as well as other covariates. Thank you for your attention. There is my email. Have a nice day and stay safe. Bye.